Ever walk away from a film feeling confused? A little brain food once in a while is a good thing. They're a necessary component of a balanced cinematic diet. But some movies are so opaque they need several viewings to be understood, like the entries on our list. Here are Screen Rant's picks for the top 10 movies you need to see twice to understand. Memento. If you wouldn't listen to Pink Floyd backwards, then watching a 2-hour movie that begins at the end and ends at the beginning probably sounds unappealing. That's the sum total of Memento, a story told in reverse by an unreliable narrator. It's a mind-bender like most of Christopher Nolan's movies, but the clues to unraveling Memento are woven throughout its structure. Since Memento's release, Nolan has become Hollywood's go-to guy for brainy blockbusting. The Fountain. The story of Darren Aronofsky's The Fountain is easy to comprehend. A neuroscientist named Tom is bent on curing cancer to save his dying wife Izzy. But his story plays out alongside the tales of conquistador Thomas and space traveler Tommy. That's much less straightforward than a medical drama. Aronofsky ties these disparate threads together with the repeated casting of Hugh Jackman and Rachel Weisz. He also uses a common motif, the Tree of Life, which symbolizes the interconnection of life and immortality. It's the key to solving Aronofsky's puzzling, genre-bending movie. 12 Monkeys. Time travel is always a tricky concept. Even very good time travel stories stumble over their own continuity. Terry Gilliam's 12 Monkeys avoids the worst pitfalls of the genre by keeping it simple, relatively speaking. Plagued by cryptic dreams, prisoner James Cole is sent back in time to prevent a viral outbreak that wipes out most of humanity. The movie comes full circle, and we learn that as a boy, Cole saw his older time-traveling self gunned down in the airport where the climax occurs. By trying to save the world, James walks into his own inevitable doom. 2001: Space Odyssey. Stanley Kubrick is a legend in the movie world, and his most widely recognized film, 2001: A Space Odyssey, is every bit as iconic as he is. It's an homage to mankind's evolution throughout the eons, and arguably the best movie about space exploration ever filmed. It's also long and complicated. 2001: A Space Odyssey clocks in just shy of 3 hours, and packs so much detail that you can't watch it just once and grasp everything. You'll understand the film, apart from its divisive ending, but you won't totally get it either. Inherent Vice. Paul Thomas Anderson's adaptation of Thomas Pynchon's 2009 detective yarn plays like a glib, stoner-influenced riff on a Carl Hiaasen novel. That's pretty much the life of hippie private eye Doc Sportello in a nutshell. Doc leads a hazy life. He takes on 3 separate cases that end up intertwining. What do a missing real estate mogul, a member of the Aryan Brotherhood, and a supposedly dead musician have in common? Nothing, but also everything. Make sure to block off time for multiple consecutive views on Blu-ray. Fight Club. If you're a Fight Club devotee, beware. We're about to break its first 2 rules.
The first rule of Fight Club is, you do not talk about Fight Club.
When the time comes for the big reveal in David Fincher's adaptation of the Chuck Palahniuk book, everything theoretically makes sense. The unnamed narrator and Tyler Durden are 2 sides of the same disassociated coin. The moment we learn the truth of Tyler's true existence, Fight Club unhinges. What exactly is going on in Norton's scenes with Brad Pitt throughout the whole movie? Flashbacks hint at the narrator's lunacy, but try watching the film with the truth in mind. Every moment Norton and Pitt share on screen becomes even more interesting. The Tree of Life. There aren't many directors in the world who make movies like Terrence Malick. The director's flicks are enigmatic. Even his most straightforward movies, Badlands and Days of Heaven, require extra viewings. In The Tree of Life, Malick tells the story of Jack, played by Sean Penn, a middle-aged man reconciling his childhood memories. The plot takes viewers all the way back to the Big Bang, tours through the Cretaceous period, and eventually arrives at the present in Waco, Texas. How does the birth of the universe and the extinction of dinosaurs shape the meaning of Jack's existence today? The moments show the dueling paths of grace and nature, but the connection isn't apparent in a single viewing. 8.5. Federico Fellini began his filmmaking career shooting movies that captured authentic life experiences. So his 1963 masterpiece, the dreamlike 8.5, represents a surreal change of pace for the director. But truth is stranger than fiction. Fellini takes flights of fancy in 8.5, but he includes autobiographical notes too. The story of Guido Anselmi is similar to the story of Federico Fellini. Guido's struggles in his latest project, a science fiction picture, as well as his marital woes and mental strife, often reflect Fellini's own personal troubles. Mulholland Drive. David Lynch originally envisioned Mulholland Drive as a TV pilot, and repurposed it for the big screen after television executives rejected the show. The story feels episodic, but that, along with its weirder elements, make the film difficult to understand at first glance. The world of Mulholland Drive is littered with amnesiacs, assassination attempts, romantic interludes, and waking nightmares that lurk around the corners of our worst fears. What all these things add up to in the end is all in the eye of the beholder. Good luck figuring it out in a single sitting.
It is an illusion.
Primer. Unpacking Primer requires a handful of viewings plus several hours consulting the internet. Even if you put in that footwork, you still might only achieve a sliver of comprehension, because this is one of the most complex time travel films ever made. But the lessons taught in Primer are clear, even when its approach to time travel is confusing. Traveling through time is a bad idea. Don't do it. Protagonists Abe and Aaron start out as pals, but slowly work to out-scheme and outmaneuver each other when Abe comes to realize that time travel is dangerous. Bad way to end a friendship. These are our picks for 10 movies you need to see twice to understand. Have your own mind-bending movie to share? Tell us yours in the comments section, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one.